So I finally have time to come change my last name after my divorce. I kind of like want to just keep his last name just because it pisses him off that I haven't changed it yet. But the cute little clerk guy was like this little like old man, and he was like, I can't imagine divorcing you, let alone leaving you. And I said, this like fucking crazy ass laugh came out of me, and I said, well, they do, and they do often. And you know, he asked me about like my education and just blah 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 as he's doing all his things, right? And he was like, well, you're so pretty. I'm sure you get your pool of guys, and you can date anyone that you want. And I looked at him and I was like, actually, yeah, I'm pretty. I can fuck any guy that I want, not date any guy that I want. And he kind of looks at me and I was like, it's different. Dating and it's different, but this society thinks it's all the same. So food for thought, ladies. And dating a guy, two completely different things. Don't get it twisted, because these fools ain't nothing. Leave his balls on blue.
Yeah, and we're going to leave those text messages and attention on blue also, right? But I do agree with her. She is absolutely right. Now, when you say dating, I guess she's talking about in terms of seriously dating and taking someone serious as opposed to getting your cheeks clapped, right? And this is a fact. One thing about women, you will never be lonely. You will always have a man with hard D, for the most part, as long as you keep yourself together well into your 40s. It's not to say that you're going to be the first priority, but you'll never be lonely, especially the way social media is now. You can talk to anybody. I was telling someone this the other night. I think one of the guests I had on the show. You'll never be lonely. You can open up your inbox DM and just say, hey, would you like to converse? Would you like to talk? Hey, call me, text me, or whatever. And you'll have a pen pal. You'll have multiple pen pals for every hour of the day. If you want to go out on a date, the same thing. And when I know she put effing and dating, two different things, obviously. But a guy, you can have a guy really take you out and say, hey, for the most part, so some dudes be like, no, I'm not doing that. But for the most part, if you're an attractive woman, guys will want to take you out, and you could always go out on a date and have a guy take you out a lot of times. But then again, some women say that these guys aren't taking you out on dates, but he will clap if he knows that there's some buns in the equation. He'll come up with some money somehow, right? And that's just that. But the way she talks about men, obviously she just went through a divorce with this guy or whatever. The way you talk about men is just ridiculous, baby. And just because you're pretty, it doesn't make you a good person at all. You must have a pool of guys. It doesn't make you a good person at all. A lot of these women, you have something that a man wants, and that's basically a man wants to bust a nut. Has nothing to do with how much he likes you. I had a woman comment on one of my videos the other day. She thinks that a guy likes you because he has sex with you. I don't know why women think that. But we got a follow-up video from her, guys. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Ooh, I have a bone to pick with this world, and tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. So more so as of late, there are certain individuals in my life that have told me I am too much. What does too much mean? Too much? Too successful? Too independent? Too... What is it? I do too well providing for my daughters. I am too good at my job. Like, it makes no sense. Like, let's switch the perspective and put it in that sense instead of telling someone that they are too much or their expectations are too high. Like, we should be celebrating when a woman is successful and can handle her own and is able to provide for her family and for herself. Instead of telling her to dim her light. Like, I am so sorry that your masculine energy was hurt because I can do it better. Maybe guys should do better. Maybe, because I'm not willing to accept the bare minimum does not make me difficult or hard to love. It's sad that guys are like so intimidated, like, oh my God, she's so independent, she's so this, she's so that. Well, maybe you're a little... So, don't be a... I don't know what to tell this world. It's ridiculous and so backwards, and I will never, ever dim my light to appease any man. I would rather be single for the rest of my life. There are toys for certain things, you know? Like, whatever. Not doing it. And the next person that tells me I have too high of standards is going to get clocked in the face.
Well, for one, baby, listen to how you talk, right? The way you talk is disgusting. And I'm pretty sure if you get upset in a moment, you'll be talking to a man like that. Or just routine conversation. So if you have several guys talking to you like this, then yeah, I think you're the problem. The next person that says this is gonna get clocked in the face. Like, what are you talking about? You got high standards. What is it that you expect? A lot of these women, right? They still think they have the value after they had all these kids by another man. You recently divorced, and you're sitting here expecting men to do all these different tricks for you, and you're not doing anything. You're independent. And why do women always say a man is intimidated just because he says, I don't want to deal with that? You're too masculine. Doesn't mean that they're intimidated. They just don't want to deal with that. They just don't want to deal with it. And you sitting here talking like this, like, ladies, realize this. And I understand you're young, and she appears to be young, right? Or younger. It could be in her early 30s, maybe. But, baby, it's a depreciating, I don't even want to say asset, but it's a depreciating item at this point. You got kids. You said you're strong, independent, all these things like that. You'll do all those things for the right pookie, right? All the stuff that you say that you won't do, you'll do it all. But one thing about single moms, they gotta find babysitters. They gotta say they're just not available. You have to work around their schedule. Who's got time for that, bro? Who's got time for that? And then to put all these barriers in place and then have an attitude with that. Definitely, you say there's toys for that. Baby, ain't nothing like the real thing. All these ladies be saying that. All these ladies be getting clapped up. All these ladies that they're all saying they're on a road or journey of celibacy for 2-3 years on average. Every woman you meet is celibate, right? And it's been like that for some years. And this woman right here is no different. There's gonna be a guy that's slaying that ain't really worth nothing, that because you still want to feel young, you still want to feel attractive, you still want to feel like you got it. So that's just something that you're going to do, right? So let's just cut all the bullpucky and just keep it funky, man. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about these videos. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.